What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Thank you for stopping in. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button right down below this video. I'd love to have you here. Before you head out, give the video a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it when you do. And if you have time, leave me a comment down below. Today we are doing an overview of the KIZER Drop Bear. Now, this was loaned into the channel from Lefty EDC, Kevin over there. If you are not subscribed to him, I would head over there. He is an awesome dude. He is an awesome YouTuber. And he also designs knives, which is why we are all here. And he does an awesome job at that as well. I would say he's just a awesome dude. So thank you, Lefty, for loaning me this for a few days. And I'm glad he did. It's opened my eyes on the clutch lock. It's opened my eyes on what KIZER can, they normally put out a good budget knife, but from what I've seen from them, with them upgrading their scale material to fat carbons, and they've always kind of used titanium here and there on their more premium models, but using fat carbon, using 20 CV, they're using LMAX on the other version of the Drop Bear. They're always using 154, which I love. And that's one reason why I've had no problems buying KIZERs. But, once you get so much of it from the same company, it's kind of like, do I really want to get, just keep So it's nice to see them upgrading their material choices, their steel choices. This is one that I picked up right... I bought this as this was on its way, because I just wanted to try. I had heard how awesome the clutch lock really is, and I just had to try it. And these both showed up the same day. I opened this first, and that's when I knew this was going to be awesome as well. There should be a video out on this guy, or there will be. This is their other newer model. This is the KIZER Escort. Well, it's basically a version 2 with this clutch lock. You have the black aluminum scales, the deep carry steel clip, pocket clip, which works awesome. It's not too long, and I'm betting there's some titanium clips that might fit this. I'm going to actually look and see, but clutch lock, stone washed, 20 CV steel. You can't beat it for the price. So well done on both of these models. So we'll start at the tip here. You have a 20 CV drop point blade. This is blackwashed, and KIZER does a killer job on their blackwash. A phenomenal job, actually, and they have for quite some time. You have thumb studs for deployment, and they are comfortable. They are well placed, well done. No issues there. I see one of these in my future as well, and I would have no problem getting it because it's a different knife than this. It's a slightly different blade shape, different materials, a different size. I'm looking at the LMAX version myself, though, with the blue fat carbon, I guess is what it would be. I'm sure there's a name for it. And then you have the clutch lock, which you can use for deployment also. So I guess you could say this is really a multi-deployment knife between the two thumb studs and the clutch lock there. This is a great knife. It feels good when you flick it out, thumb flick and reverse flick. It feels really good when you close it. It's very how do I want to say it? It's a solid close. Like, there's no question about it. This knife you can hold straight up and it's gonna close. I'm holding it straight and it sucks itself back in, which means very strong springs, and it's done very well. The Escort does the exact same thing. A little bigger of a blade, straight, and it sucks itself right back in. It's gonna do that 90% of the time or more, 95% of the time. There are times when it gets goofed up, but for the most part, it's going to do that every single time. You have what they call the toxic storm fat carbon. So you got yellows in there, you got greens, blacks, really cool looking. I don't think I've had any fat carbon here yet. It's just not something I pursued. And after getting this, I could see why people really like it. And I definitely could see myself getting some for sure. It's well done. Look at the layers. That's just awesome. You can see the layering of the carbon fiber. Really cool. This is a titanium clip. I did check it, and it is titanium. I don't know that they list it as a titanium clip though. I at least I don't think I could find it anywhere. But I'm almost 95% sure this is a titanium clip. I couldn't find that it is a titanium clip, but I never saw a steel deep carry clip either. So, but it's not, I'm testing it on a magnet there and it's not picking up anything. So, I'm pretty sure it's titanium. The feel in hand, it feels great. They got nice thickness back here. The liners are flush with your scale, and bearing down on this knife feels good, comfortable. You can climb up here, and the cool thing is they ran their jimping most of the way. I guess that's probably good enough. When do we stop complaining? At least they're running it most of the way. I was going to say a few more jimps would have been perfect up here. Just a couple more. But that's just kind of really getting nitpicky here. That's pretty much, my only thing I would even say. And, it's fine. It really is. It's fine. But, for guys with bigger hands or whatever. But, I'm just kind of really nitpicking at this point, just so I have something to kind of nitpick. Because otherwise, I haven't found a single thing I do not like about this knife. We can get some specs and cut something. Grab the old roller here. So from tip to scale, you're looking at, it's about 2 3/4 of an inch of cutting edge, and then you're right at 2 7/8 for total. And then on the very tip here, it's coming in right at 7 inches overall. I do have some new calipers on the way, so I will be getting to use them probably today. this came with, now Lefty did have this, and I'm not sure how much he used it, but I have to think he used it a little bit maybe, because the edge, it didn't come like a normal KIZER edge, I would say. I mean, it's still sharp. Let me get a different piece of paper here. That phone book paper it gives a lot of knives trouble. So that tells you right away it's not razor sharp. But I think we'll see, yeah, up against some normal paper, it fares good. That phone book paper is really the ultimate test as far as cutting, you know, something very light. It really shows how slicey the blade is. But as you can see, once the material thickens up a little bit, you know, that's kind of your KIZER edge there. Now they do, they make knives that have that razor edge like I'm talking about. I'm sure just some of them might not get the same treatment, or it's not the same sharpener. But here's the Escort with the phone book paper. It's doing the same thing. So I'm not quite sure. The drop bear didn't come quite as sharp. Same steel. I'm guessing Lefty used it some, you know, opening up packages or what have you. But it's fine. You throw that on the strap and it's going to be razor-like again. It has a good working edge, no question. Carries well, feels good. Pocket clip, you don't feel it. It's nice and flat and almost contoured there to kind of fit your hand a little better. It's comfortable. It's got nice jimping, nice placement of the thumb studs. The new clutch lock is clutch for sure. I put this up there with the best crossbar locks ever. I've been saying Benchmade created the crossbar lock and KIZER perfected it. In my opinion, I have two examples and both of them are top-notch crossbar locks. And I have a bunch, and I've had a bunch all the way from $30 up to several $100 as far as the knife and the crossbar lock. You know, Hogues, Benchmades, Ganzos, Ashers, you know, a bunch. And these guys have something here. And it's awesome to see another company, you know, I don't know, KIZER, Civivi, Kubi, CJRB, or Artisan. I don't think we've seen any one of the major budget or major Chinese companies doing a crossbar lock. You know, you saw Ganzo do it. Well, I guess Best Tech has put one out. They did at least put one out. I have it. Which might actually be... Oops. I didn't even think about it till now. But there is the Best Tech Slasher. And they also nailed it. But it's not as good. It's good. It's just not as comfortable. But it's really good. I gave this Best Tech Slasher good reviews, especially if it was coming in cheaper than I got it for. They did end up lowering the price on it, but I I think if you're looking at one of these, you're getting a good knife. You're getting good materials. You're getting a comfortable knife. I have to believe this is going to be a good user, especially for just EDC. Through my eyes, I look at them as knives for EDC, but typically the main thing I look to, and I have to remind myself of this, is the first thing I normally try to see in a knife is it going to be a good work knife, is how I typically initially look at a knife. And I gotta remind myself through, the review or whatever, that I need to also view it as an EDC item. And this would make an awesome EDC as far as easy to open, easy to manipulate. It's going to carry great. Strap up the blade if you wanted to. Just 10 passes on each side, and I bet this thing would be, razor sharp. Otherwise, it's awesome. They put a swedge up here, ran down to the tip to give it that extra strength. It's got that spear point type blade. Very well done from KIZER. And I don't usually gawk over KIZER knives. They put good ones out, but this drop bear and that KIZER Escort are both top notch. And then the O knife I handled with that lock, that KIZER, OEM'd, they nailed that one too. So KIZER's doing awesome already in 2023. If you guys hung out for the whole overview, I appreciate you. I'll probably do a very short-term review of this guy because I'm not going to have it long. So I will be putting another video out of this guy shortly, just after carrying it for a few days. That way I can at least get somewhat of an idea. But hit the thumbs up, guys. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this guy. She shines in the light, that's for sure. I want to get the blue with Elmax. Let me know what you think of that. If you're not subscribed and you're still here, hit that subscribe button. I would gladly have you here. And so would everyone else. Otherwise, guys, have a safe night. Have a good night. I will catch you later.